Hi, I'm Joe O'Halloran, Editor-in-Chief of Rapid TV News, and I'm here with Ed Haslam, CMO Conviva. Ed, lovely to be here.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
Now, as someone who's been in the video industry for quite a while, tell us more about what's been happening this year. It seems it's growing quicker than ever.
Yeah, it's going quite fast, especially the trends around consumers making choices, which are driving new innovations in the marketplace around viewing habits. So they're picking different apps, different devices to view on, and they're viewing at unprecedented rates, especially in the world of OTT or digital video. We're seeing viewership growing at 100% per annum per our most recent annual report. And the state of publishers needing to innovate to keep up with consumer demand is really what I think is driving the market this year.
Great question. How are they keeping up with this demand? Everyone seems to want everything.
Yep, indeed. And I think they're trying to differentiate. You know, if you look at sort of the old world of offer them a big wide bundle of a lot of content options and a lot of application options, I think you're seeing people carve out niches and go after specific demographics, specific content preferences, and putting together skinny bundles. And they're also creating unique application viewing experiences where content discovery is unique and different. And then obviously the big thing in the end is price. So they're trying to differentiate with price and try to get people on. I think what we're seeing more than anything is a land grab. It's a land grab both in trying to grab consumers at the best possible price and at the same time offer up as much possible content. Our latest analysis we looked at saw that almost $65 billion was spent on content in 2017 across non-sports programming content in North America alone. Again, that's a staggering amount of money, $65 billion on original content. Can we really watch that much? So I think you've got a land grab in terms of trying to create the content people want to see, and a land grab in trying to create application and economic packages around applications that people are willing to pay.
Now, given the opportunity for you guys, as we move from audiences to viewership, you're not alone. How are you trying to innovate in what you do? Is it by offering things like analytics and getting measurements so the service providers can see exactly where that money is?
Yep. So I think the other thing that you're seeing is sort of the death of the panel and the growth of a full census. Right? So there are more and more providers and publishers out there who no longer are going to trust just a census of their viewership or across multiple publishers. They want a true census. The only way to get a true census is to apply some software into every viewing device. We call that a video sensor. We have about 3 billion of those deployed across the globe on behalf of our publishers, collecting continuous streams of data of the viewing experience, not only the quality of experience, but also the content and the engagement levels. And so that, with our publishers, and our focus to your question is be a trusted source of that data, that measurement data. You have to trust it because it becomes the basis for their business. And then on top of that measurement trusted source, you can build analytic models, you can help them with experience, content, monetization. And that's what our focus is on, sort of being trusted and then building applications on on top of that foundation.
When you describe the scale of the mission and the complexity, is this where artificial intelligence is actually fundamental?
We announced a product last year called Video AI Alerts, which is a machine learning based AI technology. We launched with HBO, so I'll use HBO as an example in this particular case. So if you think about the complexities of running a business like HBO and all the different video assets and all the different consumers, and whether you're on HBO Now or on HBO Go, that's an enormous amount of complexity for HBO's operational team to understand. Is everyone having a good viewing experience? Where are their problems? What is a problem in this world on the internet? Is it a video start time? Is it a rebuffering or the spinning wheel? Is it pixelation of the screen? There's so many different things that can go wrong. AI is a way to apply machine learning to discover those problems, to detect them in an automated fashion at a rate a human could never do, no matter how big your staff is. And secondly, more importantly, is it also helps you diagnose what caused that problem. So if you're seeing a high video start time on, let's say, Game of Thrones, that's one thing to know it, it's another thing to know how to fix it. And again, artificial intelligence or machine learning with what we call a video graph can help you navigate and detect and diagnose what was that causing that and allow you to fix it more efficiently.
In addition to AI, what else is on the roadmap for what's going to be a really interesting year, given we're going to see the emergence of the first direct-to-consumer products?
Yep. So I think what we see also interestingly is the sort of the rise of the VSP, or what was called the vMVPDs, which are the people offering live linear skinny bundles. In the US, those are people like Sling and Hulu. In the UK, you could even claim that Sky is a VSP. So you're seeing it, more and more of them going direct to consumer, grabbing consumers, and then syndicating content from direct publishers, while at the same time, you see the publishers going direct to consumer. So there's multiple offerings, and I think what you'll see is a need to help people do two things related to that. One is understand how well is my content performing on my own property, and how well is my content performing on a distributor's property, like a VSP. The second would be, how do I make more money? So if I'm a VSP, how much did I pay for that content? How well is it being viewed? So we call these the three pillars or essential elements of a new OTT business moving forward: measuring experience, measuring content, and measuring monetization. And you need a common measurement infrastructure to do all that, and then you need analytics around all three of those to really bring a full product to market this year.
So given all of that innovation and actually addressing those three pillars, how do you see the marketplace in April 2019?
So I think you see a more efficient packaging of content, more efficient delivery of that content through recommendations and discovery capabilities. I think you see the economics in the world of business changing a lot. I think the whole, build one or two hit shows and a bunch of other shows to support them, changing dramatically. I think consumers will stop having affinities to networks or even channels and start thinking about consuming video content like they consume music on an iTunes store today. They're just going to buy episodes or watch episodes with some AVOD. And I think that's the last major disruption by 2019, is the business of TV and how it gets paid for is going to change dramatically. Because what's happened in the last year or two is we've discovered consumers are willing to pay to avoid advertising, but there's still an enormous amount of advertising dollars that wants to reach them. So the way advertising gets executed in this new world over the next year is going to change a lot as well.
It's going to be great to watch.
It will. It's exciting.
Well, Ed, thank you very much. And thank you for watching.